The Pink Floyd albums Roger Waters hated with passion. Roger Waters, Pink Floyd's bassist, lyricist, and creative driving force, played a crucial role in defining the band's unique sound and artistic vision. His captivating vocals, poetic lyrics, and distinctive bass lines infused Pink Floyd's music with emotional depth and philosophical insight. For years, Waters has viewed music as more than mere entertainment. He regards it as a form of art that demands complete engagement. As a founding member, he guided Pink Floyd's conceptual and musical progression from 1968 until his departure in 1985, when he embarked on a solo career. Pink Floyd is often considered one of the most influential rock bands ever. Albums like The Dark Side of the Moon and The Wall not only set records but also transformed the landscape of rock music, turning sound into narrative and emotion into a profound experience. It's reasonable to assert that without Roger Waters, the Pink Floyd we recognize today might not have emerged. Following the mental decline of Syd Barrett, the band's original leader, it was Waters who took the helm, leading the group into a new era and crafting timeless hits like Money and Time, pivotal tracks in the progressive rock genre. Yet, despite his pride in much of Pink Floyd's history, there are specific parts he has openly disparaged, including albums he feels had no real purpose or authenticity. Here are 3 Pink Floyd albums that Roger Waters detested, efforts that revealed deep fractures within the band and ultimately altered its trajectory. The Piper at the Gates of Dawn. After achieving success with Pink Floyd, Waters began reflecting critically on the band's early days. Regarding The Piper at the Gates of Dawn, he acknowledged that they were largely directionless at that time. Their creative process was mostly experimentation, trying out various ideas without a clear vision. Following Syd Barrett's exit after their debut album, Pink Floyd found itself without its original creative leader. Waters, who had mostly been in the background, suddenly took the reins for songwriting and direction. As he started producing more music, he recognized the chaotic and unfocused nature of their earlier works, a realization that fueled his disdain for that period. He expressed this sentiment about Piper: "I have no desire to revisit those times. There was nothing grand about it. We were laughable, even useless. We couldn't play properly, so we resorted to silly things and called it experimental." The Division Bell. The Division Bell, the second Pink Floyd album produced without Roger Waters, was primarily penned by guitarist and vocalist David Gilmour and keyboardist Richard Wright. Waters viewed The Division Bell as a nadir for Pink Floyd, indicating a downturn for the band. With all due respect to those who purchased those records, they are simply rubbish. Especially The Division Bell, it's nonsense from beginning to end. A momentary lapse of reason. 2 decades later, another album stirred Waters' ire, though for different reasons. A momentary lapse of reason marked the first Pink Floyd record created without him. By 1985, after years of tension and creative control, Waters had walked away, believing Pink Floyd was over. However, Gilmour and drummer Nick Mason revived the band in his absence. Released in 1987, A Momentary Lapse of Reason became a massive commercial success, reignited the band's popularity, and brought Pink Floyd to a new generation. But for Waters, it was an insult, a continuation of a band he believed lacked authenticity. Waters despised this album because he felt it represented Gilmour's attempt at mimicking the Pink Floyd sound rather than being a true Pink Floyd creation. I think it's a very facile but quite clever forgery. If you don't listen to it too closely, it does sound like Pink Floyd. So, what do you think? Do you agree with Roger Waters' harsh assessments of these albums? Share your thoughts in the comments below.